I'm Priya Khan.
I am going to be a stunt woman.
My sister Lena is the only person who believes in me.
Want to help me with a vid for my channel?
Priya Kansara and Ritu Arya star as two sisters in polite society. One is a martial arts expert, the other is planning to get married, and the sister doesn't approve. What happens is hilarity. But I thought I'd begin with them by mansplaining the way people do in the film.
This was so unfair to men. I mean, to suggest that we think so much of ourselves. Let me explain to you in detail why you're wrong.
Lovely.
When did you get a feel for exactly how this was going to work so you'd all be on the same page?
It's a huge sort of thing of just trusting Nitha, because she's the one that's sort of conducting everyone's sort of performances away from each other. And so, and I'd worked with her a couple of times before, so I was just like, hey, Nitha, does this work? Am I doing it right? She's like, yes. And so I think that's all we could really do, right?
Yeah, 100%. She's amazing. Her writing in itself is just so nuanced, and it's all there. You know, I think also when we came together at the cast table read for the first time to kind of hear everybody in the same room for the first time and hear that pacing and all of the characters kind of come to life, that was again such a point where, you know, we were like, this is incredible. Like, you could hear, we were all laughing when everybody was reading their parts and their dialogues. It was just amazing, that sensation.
I'm not sure I've ever asked this before about a table read, but we are nerds, so here we go. Do you find yourself, as you're beginning the table read, to be picking up on maybe a tone or a pacing or anything else from what the other people are doing, and you're beginning to adjust it as you go along? Does that happen?
I think the characters don't change. For me, it was more like the pacing, or like, oh, this person said this joke like this, so obviously you might respond in a slightly different way, for example, kind of based on somebody else's like tactic or choice in that scene, for example. So that was kind of interesting to play around with, and we all did a lot of that to like explore the different variations that we could bring in every scene, test out different tones. And obviously Nitha's, again, like Ritu said, just a brilliant conductor of it all to make sure it flows so well throughout the story. So that was really interesting.
You keep nodding there, Ritu, so I assume you agree with all that.
I completely agree with all that.
Thank you for being so patient. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.